Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Factor Cap Paranormal Files. My name is Wes. This is Topshelfers. I am so excited that I finally found this video. For some reason, I thought it had gotten deleted off the internet. This is one of the first videos that I watched when YouTube came out. I don't know, like 2009 or 10. This video has been out since April 4th of 2007. And I feel like this video was honestly what got me into paranormal. I haven't seen this video in a long time, so it might be dumb now. And I know some of the videos from this compilation have been debunked. But I wanted to come back and I wanted to go through it anyways. To give a little rehash for everyone who's new listening, I've been investigating paranormal and the occult and the unusual for going on about 10 years now. I don't know if I use the word occult correct in that statement or not. But I've been investigating weird shit for going on 10 years now. Sasquatches, Skinwalker Ranch, ghosts, Ouija boards, Dugway, UFO hunting, like the whole nine. I've done it all. So I want to go back and watch some of these paranormal videos and give my 2 cents and see if they are real or fake, or fact or cap. So let's start. You get your little warning, your old 2007 warning. These are all the warnings. You already, if you've watched any of my episodes, you already know my opinions on poltergeist. I mean, that's definitely a cool one to start out with. I think my only problem is the perfect frame, right? Like, why is someone filming right there? Why did that happen? Going cap. I mean, that one is definitely creepy. I think, though, same thing. Like, they were recording in a graveyard. Maybe they saw something first and then they started recording, or it just happened to perfectly be in frame. I think that one's a little bit more interesting just because it looks like maybe something's like peering to see what they are. I do like that video. I'm still going to say that it's not real just because of it's hard to tell. I don't give anything the seal of approval too easily. So you see, I kind of like that one just because, you know, whether or not they were filming for something else and that's just what they caught, we don't know. But it does look like they weren't filming to film for paranormal. It looks like maybe they were filming their drive or something like that. I mean, whoever's filming it doesn't know how to hold still, obviously. Maybe the road was bumpy or maybe they were excited or something. But it is a little creepy because it does look like you see a full apparition walk, which would mean that was one powerful entity. But, you know, it's still like, it's recorded on a toaster. I'm giving this video a little bit more leeway because it did come out, what, 2007, almost 13 years ago. So, I mean, we didn't have the cameras we had today, but that one's totally cap. I don't think we need to discuss that one. I do think this is one of the better ones on here, just because that's obviously on a CCTV. That's some sort of security camera in a garage parking lot of some sort. I think that if I were to say what it is, it's hard to tell. If someone did edit this, they did a decent job. Because it looks like it's in the back. You don't really see the feet under the car, which I guess is fine. Okay. If you're on that freeze frame, it does look like, I don't know. That makes me think it's less possible. And it does just kind of look like a blob or a shadow. I think that one's definitely the best one we've seen so far. I'm still going Cap, but it's a good one. You guys already know I'm not going to be about this. Man, we don't see the switch. This could be a mechanical thing. That one would be the hardest to fake, just because you would have to do some sort of string pulley system, but not impossible. It just means whoever made that video put in some work. This is my video of a strange occurrence in my home. Closed at night, but on many occasions the next morning, I set up the video camera to record from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. Now, so the name of my series is called Factor Cat Paranormal Files. I commented on this on the last episode that it's paying homage to one of my favorite TV shows, which was Factor Faked Paranormal Files. It was one of my favorite shows ever, and I went to school with the brother of the host of that show, which I always think is cool. I don't know why. I mean, I have never met him or talked to him, but still cool. And they, on this show, they debunked this one as fake. So if you guys want to see their debunk, I'm sure you can search it. So what ended up happening is this first video came out, and it was kind of creepy, right? Like the door opened by itself. Well, then it turned into a 3-parter where you see like an image of some girl behind the glass or something like that, and they debunked it pretty easily. And this home's not really for sale. Orbs, if you believe in it. Then some sort of mist that appears to come out of nowhere. I do really like that video because I do think that it is possible for items to have some sort of, I guess we could call it, power to it. I'm not saying like a magical item or like a wand or a wizard staff or anything like that. But my beliefs in paranormal, I mean, I'm going to do a whole video on this at some point, are a little bit different than your more mainstream idea. Like, I don't necessarily believe in this, that ghosts or spirits or souls that are trapped here or anything along that imagination. I'm more of a, I believe that humans give off an energy, not like astrology energy. Like, we know that we produce energy, right? And I feel like some people can produce more energy than others. And I think that in super tense situations or like super traumatizing or crazy situations, that energy can be imprinted in an area. Then we just can't measure that yet. We can't see that with our own eyes. It's just there. Maybe at some point we'll have technology that can actually measure it. I mean, I think maybe we're getting there with some things, like maybe EMF readers are kind of touching that base. But I also think that that could be translated onto items if those people who can harness that energy and like put it in items. Like for example, I got a Dybbuk box here that I did a video with a couple of my friends. The Adventure Time, or not Adventure Time, the Ghost Adventures guys have a Dybbuk box that has a huge haunted history, and apparently Post Malone touched it, and he's had a whole bunch of crazy. He talks about that crazy shit all the time. Like I just don't believe in the traditional ideas of ghosts and paranormal. I'm more of a, and I'm not spiritual by any stretch of the imagination either, but I think that knowing that our body produces energy, maybe in a situation where, like, let's say someone gets murdered, right? They release all that energy because it's like it's a moment in time. Like, it's so much emotion, so much power. There's so much sadness. Like, it's traumatizing. Like, someone dies, like, you know, they're dying fighting, or like they just like it's just a whole crazy thing. I think maybe that energy that you like that your body produces like can still stay in an area, and that's what we're dealing with. And maybe it can manifest itself in certain ways, but I think only technology will ever show that or prove that.
Did you hear that?
Not winning any acting skills. Sorry, there's sound here. It's just really quiet.
Right outside the door. Right outside the front.
I mean, it's a really well-made video, right? Like, it's creepy. You watch it and you kind of get the chills because you're like, "Ooh, that's eerie." It's fake, obviously, right? Like, if there was really some demon child, like, I feel like he would have had a much different reaction than that. Like, it just, I'm sorry, but a normal person, like, if you're like hear something in your house and then you see someone in your house, like, fight or flight's gonna kick in much higher than that. Like, you're not just gonna kind of scurry outside your house. Like, you start screaming and fighting and like, or you like really run, and filming's not gonna be an option, you know. And so that's, I think it's fake. I don't know if maybe he was. I think he said there was his home or something like that, but I mean, maybe if he was investigating somewhere and you saw this, like maybe that's a more reasonable reaction. But I think it's just a really good, fun, entertaining video. I don't think it's real. I feel like I'm a little bit more aggressive too with stuff because if I saw that, my immediate reaction is find the light and see what the like see what's going on. Like, I'm not leaving. I'm going forward and putting myself in a potentially bad situation, I guess. But you got to know. Like, you got to know with those situations. That's really happening. You got to get the full proof. Oh, yeah. I guess this is like what happens when you play with a Ouija board. I spent a lot of time on the Ouija board. I just did a video, which I'll link. I'll post it up here at the end of the video where I talk about some of my Ouija board experiences. I don't know what it is. I don't necessarily believe in the Ouija board, but maybe it is something. Maybe I can show you guys. I got a big Ouija board on my wall, and there's one on my table. Kind of hard to see that. Plus, you saw all my junk. That's all my junk on my table, so that's embarrassing. Oh well. Roll it. I've spent a lot of time watching this video for one thing. All the rest of the stuff can be explained, right? Like fan or blowing air on this thing, wires, cables, like for all the stuff moving. The only thing in this video that I find very interesting is this door. Okay, you can see the door unlock, like it twists. Okay. No one is there. And then it like almost shuts in like a really weird fashion. It almost kind of shuts like I kind of think it shuts in stop motion, which is my justification for it being fake. So they like close it really like whoever filmed this is like a stop motion person or knows how to do it. Because it closes so awkwardly. Watch, like see right here. It almost like changes how it's being filmed. Here, I'll move my big head here so you can kind of see the full thing. I don't know. That's the only thing in this video that I think super interesting is the door opening and closing. I mean, maybe they have like there's one thing on the doorknob, like right here. I don't know if I can. Maybe I'll zoom in on the editing, but it looks like maybe there's like a white something tied around it. It's really faint, but that's the only thing that I could see that maybe is what's closing it and then opening it stop motion. The rest of it, I could care less about. Like, that wouldn't be hard to fake. They decided to play with the Ouija board more, which, you know, whether you believe it or not, just be safe, just in case. You know, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to be safe. This one is interesting. This is why I think that whoever made this series of videos is someone who's a little bit more of an expert in editing and film creation. So what you're seeing here is a video camera pointing at itself. I mean, the audio, that would be easy to add in. Like, we all know how to do that at this point. Those are all editing things easily. But this is kind of cool. So he's moving the camera. Or the ghost is moving the camera. I mean, it's kind of cool. I don't know. I think it's Cap. I think the whole thing's Cap. I just think it's really well done, Cap. Oh, yeah. Here, I gotta move. Gotta move me because this is important. Claims this was filmed in 1970. I don't know, maybe. Sorry, there's audio. It's just quiet again. It just looks like it's on a string. Oh, wait. Did you see it? Right here. String. Right there. Maybe. Could just be he's tearing from the shitty recorder. And then it starts dripping blood, of course. I think this whole video is fake. I don't think it'd be hard to do. You could set up a pulley system with strings and wires for the boxers or underwear that it pulled out. That could just be a mechanism on the clock. And then you could put in like this picture could be in the forefront and this white background could be in the background. It's just framed really well. And you could add like something that squirts blood in the back, like through the paper. Like it wouldn't really be hard. Yeah, this video is pretty crazy. I won't lie.
もう一度ご覧いただこう。三面鏡の右側の部分に
So you're watching
女の
this
子が
right here.
母親の方を向き、一瞬鏡の方へ振り返った。
She's combing her hair in the mirror.
右側の鏡に
She
映り込
turns
んだ女
around.
の子のみが睨みつけるように
It's when she
こちらを
turns
向いて
back.
いる。
There's something here.
じゃーん。ほほほほ
この鏡は母親が知人から譲り受けた古いものだという。
It's pretty creepy, like for sure. It's a creepy video, but same with most of these other ones. I don't think that would be that hard to fake, right? Like you record that, you pause your recording, you take a still of that exact spot, right? When she turns her head around, pause, take the still image, like cut it out in your editing software, copy it, go back to the original video, and then just paste it right in that second, and then like play it as a video, and it would just look normal. Like I don't know how to edit super well. I really don't, and I can see how to do that one. It's creepy nevertheless. It was interesting going back and watching this video because this video was so pivotal in me really getting into paranormal, as funny as that sounds. I mean, this video like had like, this is one of the first like big viral videos in paranormal. It had 30 million views. Like that's that's a lot of views for 2007, you know, like, and comments are turned off, of course. You can't, like, people were savages and whatnot. But I don't know. I still enjoy watching it. Now with my experience and knowledge, I've realized that obviously most of it, if not all of it, was fake, which is fine. It's still fun to go through. It's still a super viral video, but I had fun. Hope you guys did too. If there's any of these clips that you disagree with me and you think you have evidence or an idea of what it could be or what you think it is, please feel free to discuss. Just because I have harsh opinions and I'm kind of I'm pretty skeptical and more strict with what I will say is paranormal doesn't mean that I won't happily listen to your comments and your conversations on it and your thoughts and opinions. I won't berate you for them at all. So please share. If you guys enjoy, make sure to check out. I will drop the link to the video where I talk about my Ouija board experiences and then also to one of my playlists. If you enjoy, subscribe. Helps me out a lot. I want to be able to give back once I get to a certain point. So I'd appreciate that if you don't mind helping me out. Besides that, thanks again. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.